Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. We've had another cooler than average day here in West Texas. Current temperatures are ranging from the mid 50s to our northwest to the mid 60s down to our southeast. The I-10 corridor, Junction and Sonora, both 65 degrees, 56 degrees up in Snyder, 62 down in Abilene, and then 63 degrees here in San Angelo. Tonight is going to be another night on the cooler side because we're going to see winds calm after sunset, and limited cloud cover is going to offer that perfect mix for radiational cooling, where we'll see temperatures dip into the lower to mid 30s. Now, we could see a few spots like Garden City graze the freezing line, but we're not going to see any widespread freezing across the area. 35 is going to be the low here in San Angelo, 34 up in Abilene, 39 down in Mason. They're going to be one of those warmer spots, as well as Breckenridge, only getting down to 37 degrees. But as I mentioned earlier, we're going to bounce right back up to those more spring-like temperatures tomorrow. Highs peaking in the lower 70s to mid 70s. San Angelo, on the other hand, going to be one of those warmer spots, getting up to 77 degrees, while Abilene only staying at 71 degrees. Here in Sweetwater, also 75 degrees is going to be their high. Now, we're also looking at another round of elevated fire weather conditions going into our Thursday. We're going to see that across our entire viewing area and well into some of the southern plains, but that's going to be with those dry fuels that we have mixed with those breezy winds, and this has already prompted a fire weather watch that'll go into effect tomorrow morning and stay in effect until tomorrow at 9 p.m. So let's break down what we're looking at and why we're still dealing with these fire weather concerns. By tomorrow afternoon, we're going to see relative humidity values get into the single digits for most of West Texas. 9% relative humidity in San Angelo by 3 p.m., 11% relative humidity up in Abilene. Big Lake going to be as low as 7% relative humidity. And then the winds, not as breezy as they were this time last week, but still on the breezy side, which is not a good recipe when things are going to be as dry as they are. By about 3 p.m., we're going to see wind speeds, sustained winds at about 15 miles per hour with gusts up to 22 miles per hour in San Angelo. 15 is the sustained wind speed, and Abilene with gusts up to 18 miles per hour. But as I mentioned before, we're going to see things calm down after the sun sets. So we'll have that wash, rinse, and repeat going over the next few days with those breezier winds in the afternoon, followed by calm winds overnight before things pick back up for the next day. So we're on a warming trend going throughout the rest of the work week. High pressure will move back into the picture on Friday, helping us finally return to southerly flow, which will help us bounce up really quickly to the mid 80s, peaking into the 90s by weekend before our next cool down comes and possibly some isolated rain chances by this time next week. Back to you, Tim.